Let me guess, you're in your 40s, your periods are all over the place, you're not sleeping, your anxiety has skyrocketed, and you're constantly wondering, what is happening to my body? You've probably heard about estrogen dominance, and I did a full video on that, so check it out. But what if I told you the real issue might be something no one's talking about? Low progesterone. Everyone talks about estrogen. Lately, testosterone's getting some attention too. But what about little old progesterone? Totally overlooked, yet it's often the hormone that's making the biggest difference in how you feel. In fact, studies show that anovulatory cycles, meaning you don't release an egg every month, those kind of cycles are becoming increasingly common after the age of 35, which means many women start having cycles with little to no progesterone, years before menopause even begins. And if you've got anxiety, insomnia, heavy bleeding, or mood swings that flare mid-cycle or right before your period, this video is for you. And as you're watching, I want you to make a mental note if this sounds like you. And then be sure to take my free hormone imbalance quiz when you're done. It's helped hundreds of women finally connect the dots, and the link is waiting for you in the description below. And later in the video, I'll share why chronic stress could be stealing your progesterone and how that one hidden link might be the reason nothing else is working. Hey there, I'm Dr. Renee, a double board certified OBGYN and functional medicine doc, and I help women over 40 finally get real answers about their hormones so they can finally feel like themselves again. So what does progesterone actually do, and why is it so important? Well, progesterone is your body's calming hormone. It helps you sleep. It soothes your nervous system. It balances estrogen. And it's key for a smooth luteal phase, which is the second half of your menstrual cycle. Without enough of it, you might notice poor sleep, especially the week before your period, anxiety or racing thoughts, breast tenderness, bloating, mood swings, spotting before your period, or heavy clotty bleeding. Now, progesterone also plays a huge role in fertility. So if you've ever struggled with miscarriages or trouble staying pregnant, you may have had a luteal phase defect, a subtle progesterone deficiency that made it harder for your body to sustain a pregnancy. And now in your 40s, that same deficiency might be showing up in completely different ways. So here's what most women aren't told. In perimenopause, your ovaries become inconsistent with ovulating or releasing the egg. You might ovulate 1 month and skip it the next. This is what gives you an irregular cycle. 1 month, your cycle might be 13 days, and the next it's 67. And when ovulation doesn't happen, there's no corpus luteum. Therefore, there's no real progesterone production. That's why your symptoms start creeping in, even while estrogen might still be normal or even high. This creates a hormonal mismatch. Too much estrogen, not enough progesterone to keep it in check. And to make things worse, we're constantly bombarded with endocrine disrupting chemicals. Think of things like plastics, fragrance, pesticides. These can all mimic estrogen and throw your body further out of balance. The result? Estrogen dominance symptoms, which are worsened by a low progesterone. And a lot of women are left feeling like they're losing their minds. And if you're relating to this, drop a comment below and let me know. Have you ever been told that your hormones were normal even when you felt anything but? I'd love to hear your story. So now let's talk about something that affects almost every woman I work with: stress. When your body is under chronic stress, it diverts resources to make cortisol, your survival hormone, and away from making progesterone. This is what we call pregnenolone steal. So what does that actually mean? Even if you're young, if your stress level is high, your progesterone can be low. That's why so many women feel wired but tired, anxious at night, and can't sleep, especially in the second half of their cycle. And this is one of the most common root causes I personally see in my wellness practice. And it's also one of the most overlooked. And if you want to start correcting this today, grab my no fluff mini course, the Hormone Balancing Starter Kit. It breaks down the exact steps to get your hormones working with you, not against you, through things like food, stress support, and simple daily upgrades. The link is in the description below. So there are ways that you can support progesterone production and improve your symptoms without guessing. Some of my key strategies include number 1, balancing your blood sugar, and number 2, managing your stress to reduce cortisol spikes. You're going to want to prioritize protein, healthy fats, and key nutrients like vitamin B6, magnesium, and zinc. You're going to want to support ovulation so you actually make your own progesterone. And you can do this by using real food, targeted supplements, and managing your stress. And then one of my favorite supplements, Vitex or chasteberry, may help support your luteal phase. And for those of you out there who are really struggling, my favorite way to supplement progesterone is oral bioidentical progesterone. And here's why I love it. It's calming because it converts to a metabolite called allopregnanolone, which acts on GABA receptors in your brain. So it helps you fall asleep and stay asleep. It mimics your body's natural rhythm when taken properly. So, of course, you're going to want to always work with a practitioner when considering hormone replacement. But this one little tweak can be life-changing when it's done right. So if you've made it this far, thank you, first of all. Take a deep breath and know you're not broken, you're not overreacting, and you're definitely not alone. Low progesterone is one of the most common and most overlooked issues for women in their 30s and 40s. And when we support your body, instead of trying to silence those symptoms, your hormones start working for you again. So here's what you're going to do right now. You're going to go to the description and you're going to take the hormone imbalance quiz to get clarity. Next, you're going to grab the hormone balancing starter kit so you can start taking action like today. And if you're done guessing and you want a personalized plan, I am taking on a few new one-on-one clients inside my Her Method for Hormone Balance, which is a clinical roadmap designed specifically for women over 40 who want real results. The link to all of those are below in the description. And with that, we'll see you right back here next week. Ciao.